Right, so for this, I want to try something a little bit different. Where are we here? Okay, so this is the MapMate program. If you're not familiar with this, I actually did this for the mono game. It creates a map file. But what I want to do is I actually want to generate a TMX file from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it ever so slightly. So this is most of the exact same thing. I've taken the liberty off camera just to change this. I can get rid of those comments there. To be the actual values for the tiled object. So if I bring tiled over here, you'll see that these are the blocks here. I'm going with block 1 for this one here. So again, if you go back to here, we'll see that is that block 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's block 3 for some unknown reason. That's weird. Why is that block 3? Oh, that's why it's block 3, because it's that one there. So it should be this one here. So if I save that, yeah, so there you go. There's block 1 now. So because we've got all this, I think I can use XML to create a class, and I couldn't remember how to do it, so I looked up Stack Overflow. A lot of people are using ChatGPT these days, but I'm still sticking with the old Stack Overflow, and this gives a really good example. So I'm going to try and see if I can find this program here. So I'm going to fire this one up here. Where are we? Close window. So I'm going to fire this one up here. And then I'm going to go to, where does it need me to go to? See, program files. SDKs. Whoa. That's not there. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Actually, I wonder if I can drop to a command line prompt here. If I go to Visual Studio 2022 and I go into here, no. See, this is the problem with this. I really very rarely use this, and then all I want to do is I just want to get all the programs. Why can't I just get all the programs? Show all programs. Installed apps. No, that's not what I want. It used to be that you could just go in here and you could is it all apps? Okay, here we go. Visual Studio 2022, and then there's a developer command prompt. Okay, so I think if I go in here and then I go to my folder where I have this here, let's go back to here, and I do cd bloop, and then I go to here. I think I can follow the instructions from here. So it's saying you do xsd yourfile.xaml. Okay, so let me do xsd template.tmx. Command line invalid. Is it because it's got to be an XML file? Okay, let's do copy .tmx to template.xml. Let's try that again. XML. Okay, so that worked. So now I have a template.xsd file, And if I do the XSD file /c, I should get a class out of it. So if I do XSD template.xsd/c, I have a template.cs file. Okay. So I go to here and I add existing item, template.cs, and here we go. So this is an auto-generated thing, and it's got everything that I need to have in here. It even has all the serialization stuff, so this is perfect. Okay. Does it have deserialization? Oh, it's got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Whoa. Okay. That's cool. So for this one, it then says XML serializer type of message. Resulting message is that one there. Okay, so let me just grab this, because I might as well, and then go into the program. And I'm going to do this and resolve these serializers, and then this is going to be template. Is it going to be template? Oh, is it map? Oh, it's map. Okay. Okay. So inside here, I'm going to do map, 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 and XML reader. What does it need to have in here? Oh, an XML reader. Which is an abstract class, probably. My guess is that's an abstract class. Yeah, it's an abstract class. So where's the XML text reader coming from? System XML. Okay. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why not just do, okay, that, all right, whatever. I need to add, that's going to be template.tmx, because I already have this copied across. So if you click on that, you can see that it's copy of newer. So if I hit the breakpoint there, and let's just make sure the debug, right? So I actually copied the map file across here, so I'll save that as that, and then we move it to the program. So if I run this, if it should, nope, did not like that. Unable to generate a temporary class. Cannot implicitly convert type. Map editor settings export to map editor settings export. What is going on? As they say, nothing is ever easy. Update. Oh, okay. No, see, that's still looking for that one there. Type of that. So, what was the error message it didn't like? Map. Why is that an array of arrays? Is it an array of arrays? I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. I think that's wrong. What's this one here? Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, and then the resulting message is map, and we've got a map layer. Inside map layer we have data, inside data we have all of those things, which is correct. Okay, that's good. So we're good to go. I don't know why it's weird the fact it generated that weird error message, but never mind. And then we're not going to call it that. We're going to call this template. Do we need to dispose of this? No, we don't. Okay, it's not disposable. Okay, and now for this one, map index, blah 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 blah, int is going to be that, and then we join all of that together, and instead of writing the result to that, we do template dot layer 0 dot data. Set value. Data. Wait, hold on. What format is this coming in as? Okay, so template, and then we've got layer 0, and then data, map data layer. Oh, okay. Map data layer, data dot data 0 dot value. Okay, so this has got to be template dot layer 0 dot data 0 dot value equals result, and then we need to save it out. So we're going to save this out as whatever the file name is plus.xml. So we're going to say path dot get file name plus.tmx, and then this is save save.serialize, and then we want to write it out to text writer or excellent writer. Oh, this is making us work for it. Using stream s equals file dot open write file name save serialize the stream, and then the object is going to be template. Boom. Okay. So we're going to do all this. We don't need to hit this. So we do all this. And it says whatever the file name is, which is, oh dear. Get file name without extension. So we get file name, which is map1.tmx. We want to serialize this. Boom. Okay. So if we go to here, and we go to bin, debug, there should be a map.tmx file. Let's open with Sublime, see what that is. And that looks like it's correct. So let's load it back into tiled. So I'm going to do file, open file or project, and I'm going to go into URI cross, make map, and debug. So this is where we were. Map 1, open. Whoa. Well. Oh, okay. Oh, right, yeah, because that's in the wrong place. Aha. Okay. 1 second. So let me get rid of these. And then inside debug, I need to take this out of here. I'm just doing this as a hacky kind of way because it's set up to be in this location. And then I'm going to do file, open again, open file or project, and projects, URI cross, map 1, open. Well, here we go. Okay. So there's 0 there, which is right because that should be zeros. And then these are all wrong for some unknown reason, and I don't know why. And it's kind of weird. But what that means though is we have our map. And because we have our map, it's actually easy now to get that information into Unity. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to take these values here because it's all this one here. So it should be this one, but for some reason it is not that. So I'm going to spend a bit of time cleaning this up, and then I'm going to come back and I will have the map generated, and then we can load it into Unity. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Well, actually, it won't be a couple of minutes. Yep, it's now. Right, so I've created a map1.json. So if I open this with Sublime, and you can see that we now have our values in here. So we just need to get the layers one. That's all we're really interested in, and we should be good to go after that. So I wonder what it's put in for. Okay, it has put in zeros. Okay, that's good. Nice. Okay, so 0 means there's nothing there. Awesome. Okay. But really we want another tile map there. But anyway, right, so now we need to import the tiles and we need to import this map data. So let's get cracking with that. Let's head over to Unity. So I'm going to create a resources folder in here first. Resources. And then inside here, show an explorer, I'm going to paste that map1.json file, and you see that everything's in there. Now the next thing I need to do is remember how to use tile maps, which is every single time I use this tile maps, I keep forgetting. So let's join the journey with me. Tile map, so I want to create a rectangular tile map. So that's us there, so we'll just call this background, and then what we're gonna do is we sort order bottom left. I guess that's I guess we want top left, and then this is the grid here. So so the swizzle is X, Y, Z, which is right. It's a rectangular grid, and in the background I think we need to create a tile map for this, which I think we can do inside here. So let's create folder tiles, and then create, where is it? Visual scripting, scene, tiles. Oh no, wait, no. You go into here, and then you tile palette window. That's the one. Okay. So then we want to create a new palette, and the new palette is going to be called blocks, because, and it is rectangle. Cell size is automatic. Or do we want to make that manual? 1 by 1. Yeah, let's make it manual, just in case. And then the tiles is going to be in here. So we create that blocks there. This is drag sprite or sprite sheet texture, sprite texture assets here. So I'm going to go and grab all, I'm going to move this slightly off here. And I'm going to grab the first one here. And then it's going to be the last purple one, which is, actually, would it be easier just to do this? Yeah, okay, there's the last one there. And I'm gonna drag and drop that into here. Boom. And then I'm gonna create tiles, and then I'll create a folder in here called tile pink. And then create folder, and then that should do that. Well, I'm going to tell you that I did not do that right. Yeah, that's completely wrong, isn't it? So I'm going to have to delete that and then start again. Let me. I think I can create a new palette. Let's make this actual block. Let's call this pink blocks. And we'll create that, and we'll create that inside tiles. Select folder. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll drag and drop those items onto here, and hopefully this will remember it. Yeah, let's select that one there, overwrite. Let's see if this has got right, because it should be 16 by 16 blocks in here, or 8 by 8, sorry, 8 by 8 blocks. And there we go, that's our 8 by 8 blocks. It does look a wee bitty different to the ones that we had before, but that should be fine. And I'm hoping, that we can do something with this. Right, so inside our background, now that we have the palette there, you can see that we've selected everything. We can, no, that's not right. Where's our background? Where's our grid? Grid. Cell size is going to be 8 by 8, I think. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. There we go. Okay. Starting to get the hang of it. So now what we need to do is, on the grid, we load in our resource, which is our JSON file, and then we programmatically tie these pink blocks in here. Now this is the bit that I don't quite know how to do, but we'll find out in the next segment. Right, so scripts, and let's have a folder called MapMaker. And MapMaker will have a map generator. And we need it to have the resource file, so it can read in the resource file. And it also needs to have the, what does it need to have? Well, I mean, we can fake the resource file just now, because we really just need the integers. So I'm just going to hard code these values in here. Maybe not the best idea to do, but let's open with Sublime here. So here's our data. So I'm just going to go and grab the data here and copy it into here. So we're going to have private int blocks IDs int all of this. Take a second to paste it. There we go. So that's all those block IDs. And then what we also need is we need to have the palette. And we also have to have the grid. So we need to have private grid. Oh, it really doesn't like that file. Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't like that file. Hopefully that's a grid. Yeah, grid for base class for plotting a layout formula, blah 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 blah. Okay, and then we need field. Yeah, it really doesn't like that in there. Maybe we'll. Yeah, okay. Well, it was a nice try. Let's not have megabytes of data in there. Let's also have private text asset JSON map field, and then private tile palette. That's got to be an asset, isn't it? Is that not an asset? Oh, okay. Is that not an asset? So how do you reference tile palettes then? This is, oh, it's a prefab. Oh, wait, what? That can't be right. Oh. So, hold on. Palette settings, grid palette. So can I not read in that? Let's check Unity docs. Okay, apparently I didn't need to create that. So what I should have done was just create a whole bunch of sprites. So I'm going to do that instead. So I'm going to say sprite, and let's call this blocks. And then awake. What we're going to do is we're going to read in that JSON file and then convert it across at runtime. But first let's set things up so that we've got this ready to go. So I'm going to create this on the grid. So I'm going to do map generator. The JSON map is going to be map1, and then the grid is going to be the grid. So it's going to be that grid there. And then the blocks, these are going to be, if I go to art and select that, oh shoot, lock this one here. And I think I can do tiles from there. This will be the next problem. But it's not right now's problem. So I'm going to select all of these right down to the last purple one, and then I'm going to drag them into blocks, and you see that block is now going to be 0, 0, blah, 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 all the way up to whatever ones it is there. So that is our pink blocks. So I can hide them. Right, so that's our background, that's our grid background. Why is that transform way off? That's not, it's just weird. Okay. Oh, because I was highlighting something else. Okay. All right. So that is that done, and then we need the JSON files for this. So our JSON file is gonna be. We just need layers, and yeah, we need a layer object, and we need a file object for this. Okay. So if we go into our map maker, we can do create. We can do create a C# script, and then this is going to be tmx JSON tmx map. Let's just call it map file. And then this is going to be our layers. Map layer. Okay. So map layer is not going to extend from anything. So just serialized, just serialized, isn't it? That's the one. And inside this class, we need to have data, and that's it. That's all we need. So we need public int data, because that's the only thing that we're interested in is the data. And then for our other one, actually, if I do, by the way, that was control left open bracket S. So you hold down the control key, left open bracket, tap S, one after the other keyboard chord, and that gets you to select the file in the Solution Explorer. And then map file is also not that, and then that's going to be serializable. And that needs to have public map layer, layers, serializable. Actually, I don't need that in there, do I? No, I don't think I need it. Do I need it on there? Because the whole thing's serializable, and then that is map layer. Okay, so now I can go to map generator, and I can say map file equals JSON utility dot from JSON map file, and then the string is going to be our JSON map dot text map file, and then I'm just going to print map file, just to make sure that we have the contents of map file. Actually, let me set a breakpoint there. Let's make sure that we can load it in. So we'll go back to here. Wait for it to compile. And let's run it. Oh, shoot. Here we go. So map file is null, and map file contains that layer, and then we have all our integers in there, which is, then they look right. So that's perfect. Okay, so we know that works. So now all we need to do is we need to start reading this in from, we need to read this in, create a tile, add that to the column, and then we should be good to go. So I'm going to say for int y equals 0, y is less than 192, y plus plus, and then for int x equals 0, x is less than 120, x plus plus. So this is our number of blocks across, so it's the number of columns across, number of rows. And this is taken from our map file. So if I go back to our TMX file here, you see that it's 120 and 192, and that's how wide and how tall the maps for New Rallycross are. Okay, we're a map generator, and then we want to say int index equals map file dot layers 0, and then it's going to be y times 120 plus x. Why is it not liking that? Oh yeah, because it's data. Data. And then I'm just going to add it to raw to this here. So I'm going to say tile t equals new tile t dot sprite equals blocks index. What we might want to do is to do cache this, because maybe it's bad practice to have, like, just anytime we create a tile, maybe we can reuse that tile. That makes more sense. So we probably want to reuse it, but let's see what we get anyway when we do this. And then we want to say grid dot add, is it tile grid tiles? No. What am I missing here? It's the tile map I need. Tile map. And it's going to be tile map. Okay, so we go back to here, and then instead of, where are we? Come on. Oh no. Right, let's block that one out just now. I'm trying to be good and try and do it in the inspector first so that I don't forget, because that's usually what happens when I do these videos, is I forget. Okay, so that's the background set there. So now we need to do tile map dot set tile, and it's going to be what do we have here? Yeah, new vector3 int, and then it's going to be x and y 0, and then it's going to be tile, and that should work. I think that's everything. So I definitely think we should cache those tiles though, but we can do that in just a sec. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Okay. Why is it not like that? What? Why is it not like it? Also, it was weird as well because it's not. So go to scene. Yeah, it's not doing the right thing here. I mean, we're getting something, but we're not getting, like, this is, that's not everything. Wait, what? All right. So I kind of screwed up earlier on making the palette, but it did actually help, because if I do private tile tile and then serialize that field, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select my grid, and then for the tile I'm just going to drag this block here and then just generate that. And what that should do, I'm hoping, is generate the right tile for it. So yeah, I don't know whether that means that this is not going to add, this is going to add the same one or different ones, or if I need to have one for every single type. I don't know. I've never really programmatically done this before, so this is going to be an interesting short trip. Okay, well I didn't like that anyway. Okay. So I wonder why x is less than 120. Y plus plus. It seems like it should be working there. Let's set a breakpoint here. Attach to Unity. Let's run it. Okay, so map file. So that's 230414. Alexa, what's 120 multiplied by 192?
120 times 192 is 23,040. Did that answer your question?
Yep.
Thanks for your feedback.
So there you go. 23,040. So it shouldn't be running out of space there. So y times 120 should get us onto the next row. So we shouldn't get an index out of range there. So that's 190. Sprite equals that. Add that new one there. Set tile. So set. Yeah, definitely doesn't like 32. So let me do if index is greater than file dot layers 0 dot data dot length print. Whoops. And we'll set a breakpoint there, and we'll stop that there, and then we'll restart it. Well, there you go. So that's that. What? Oh, wait. Index is greater than 192. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, right. Okay. So if I do that there, and then I do, let's clamp it inside here. Blocks.length. So we just want to keep it inside there. So now we should get the full map. Fingers crossed. We're getting something. We're getting Unity crashing is what we're getting. Whoops. Yeah, that did not like that. Yeah, I can't move to the scene. Whoa, okay. So I can do that, but I can't move to. Oh, there you go. I can move to scene. All right, okay. That's fine. Yeah, it's not, the right values, but they're coming in, so that's good. So my guess is everything's off by 0. Everything's off by 0. Everything's off by at least 1 inside here. Yeah, you can see there's that corner's out and so on. These should all be 3 by 3, so 3 cells by 3 cells flora. So yeah, so I'm gonna figure out those values. You don't need to see me debugging that, but yeah, we've got the map in place. That's looking good. Although it is upside down, and the reason why I know it's upside down is because that is the location of the start. So you start here, and then you start here, and the 3 bad guys start here, and then you go up there. So I've got that upside. I've got it upside down. So that's easy fixed. All we need to do is change that from y to negative y, and that should flip everything. Wouldn't flip everything if I do that, but it will flip everything if I press play here. And I go into the scene. There we go, that's the right way around. Oh dear, really doesn't like that. Oof. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. I will go and play with that and try and get these values right. And yeah, I will see you in just a sec. Fix the it's a bit of a hack, but it works. Okay, so we don't need the update there. So I found, if I go back to here, if you click on this index here, it's 189, and it follows on this one here is 204, but it's actually 210 on this one, so it gets saved out as 210, and I think it's because of these blank spaces here. Unity doesn't pick up on it, and that's why it's throwing it out. So it throws it out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all I did was I subtracted that from there, and then of course there's now 2 blank rows, so that means that this is out by a factor of 12, and that is how I ended up with this, which is basically, if it's between this range here and this range here, then I want to move it back to 6 squares back, and likewise if it's the third row, I want to move it back 12 squares, and that solves the problem. The other thing that I fixed was, why is it not letting me go back there, is the grid position. So the grid position is now at minus 172, 106, and that puts it up in the top left hand corner there, and so it now looks perfect. The only thing is I need to change the color of the road, and I'm going to do that just by cheating here. I'm going to grab the color here, and I'm going to set the background, and then that should fix it. This should be 16:9, so let's fix it to 16:9. That might need to change then. Hold on. Yeah, we need to move that over a bit. No problem. So if we go to here and bring that across to here, It should still be 106. That should be minus 200, maybe. Is that going to put it too far over? No, that puts it right in the position there. So minus 200, 106, when it is 16 by 9. Of course, it's not going to be that ratio, is it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We just need to make sure we put it into the top left, because we'll be adding our radar and all that kind of stuff, the sidebar there. But yeah, that's looking good now. Let's get that sorted out. So if I what do I do? Open it. Actually, yeah, I can. No, I can't do it there. I can't. Show an Explorer, and let me open it in. Let me open it in Photoshop. Paint.net's good enough. What do we got here? We have RGB values 255. 152 71. Okay. So if we go back to New Rally Cross, and then the main camera, change that from solid, or it is solid, I should say. So that's 255, and then it is 152, and then 71, and that should be the color of the road. Perfect. Okay, let's leave it there. We've got the map ready, and then the next thing to do is get the camera moving, and I get some cars in there, and we'll do that in the next video. So thanks very much for watching. Appreciate every one of you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.